Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer from Ommegang. It's been a while since I've had Ommegang beer, right? Maybe. The last one I want to say I had was the Ommegang, which is absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend that one. Their Ommegang is now obviously with Dubbel, which also is La Chouffe, and they did a collaboration. It's like one of the best Belgian golden strong ales that I think is out there. So highly recommend. It comes in 16-ounce cans. Delicious. But this is Ommegang Abbey Ale, double ale, 8.2%. That's a big double ale. Doubles, I think that's within the BJCP range, maybe. I took advances from like 3 years ago. So 2 years ago. So anyway, Belgian style double, licorice root, orange peel, and spices. Yes. Wow, that's. Do you know how dumb this is? This was bottled literally, like. Wow, that's crazy. 03, 01, 24. Yeah, this was bottled literally 6 months ago, and they had to have it on discount. So we bought an entire case from the distributor for about $30. If you don't know, that literally costs like about $1.25 a bottle, which is absolutely insane. Then again, that I guess that's better, not as good of a deal as the Brother Thelonious Bombers, which I bought for like $1.50 a bomber, but that is still dumb cheap. And actually, I have a story time for you guys. This was the first beer I bought when I turned 21. So let's check this guy out. Beer's got a little bit of haze to it, huh? Yeah. I mean, they're all bond conditioned, all that stuff. Comes in a really beautiful kind of burgundy, kind of like medium amberish kind of color to it. Yeah, looks quite nice. Yeah, medium deep amber. Almost like light brown, so yeah, like probably deep amber. Off-white kind of tan head. Yeah. Nice fruity characteristics to it. And I want to say they're doing an American thing, because like, the thing about Belgian breweries is like, despite the addition of like quote-unquote ingredients, like you never actually taste them in there. Yeah, or you know, they're sneaky kind of ingredients where like, they can list them and not list them, and like you would never really be able to pick them out, right? This is very fresh, so I want to say like the orange peel is very prominent, not like overly, but like you can notice there's like citrus in there. Yeah, I can. The licorice root, spices, whatever, but yeah, just quad kind of stuff double kind of stuff going on, right? For me, Chimay is very like stewed apples and stuff. This one's a little bit light on that. But definitely some dates, raisin, a little bit of dried fig, a little bit of like fig Newton, almost that like biscuity tone from the shell of the fig Newton, and definitely that kick of like a beautiful kind of orange peel kind of thing going on. Cheers later, and then beautiful pour. Some of these American versions don't have the carbonation get there, and this is a proper Belgian bottle, right? Super thick. Jeez, I hurt my hand doing that. super thick Belgian bottle. So cheers. See, that's what Belgian beers do so well. They're obviously hugely on decline. Like, if you guys have noticed, all these quote-unquote discount beers that I bought are the Straffe Hendrik Triple, the Brother Thelonious Quad, boom, Ommegang Double. I guess nobody's buying these beers. It really sucks. Within 6 months, they're like, get it out of here, right? Wow, this is good beer. This is good beer. Dumb dry. This beer honestly drinks. I honestly like my favorite of the Belgians are obviously Saison and stuff. The mixed fermentations, well, that's not really Belgian, like classically Belgian, but Saison, but mostly the pale stuff. The double, the quads. You know, if I had to, honestly, like all styles, that's sort of like one thing that's great about beer, and I love about beer is that like there's pretty much no styles I quote unquote cannot drink or dislike. But if I had to like rank them, on the bottom like percent like quadrant, or 25% of styles that I don't always reach for would be like doubles and quads. Not that they're not amazing. This beer's freaking good. Wow. So one thing, again, my top checkpoint for a lot of these Belgian beers, the carb, the fluffiness, the dryness. Got to get the carb there to really make these 8% beers like dry and drinkable, and like, oh my God, it's super dangerous. Bang. The citrus is quite prominent, right? There's a lot of orange peel, which I think is quite nice. I think this beer probably could use a little bit of aging. because I find the citrus a little bit distracting. But underneath, stewed apples, dried dates, dried figs, raisins, that really beautiful kind of like, it's like leaning on like toasty, lightly Maillardy, that kind of like, you know, malt character, a little bit biscuity, a little bit sweet too. I get a little bit of this kind of like, yeah, it's a combination of the fruit esters and the malt gives this kind of like, I call it like a, what do you call it? Like a fruit cake, right? Like Christmas fruit cake, where like it's a sweeter kind of desserty bread thing where they shove like white raisins, golden raisins, and nuts and all kinds of crazy stuff in there. Almost like a banana bread kind of thing, but for the seasons. And then the spices obviously prominent. I get this like light kind of like fall Christmassy tone here. So a little bit of like allspice, maybe a little bit of nutmeg, hint of cinnamon, but it's obviously not a, you know, pumpkin beer, even though we're in season for that. Though, honestly, there you go. That's your pumpkin beer. If you're not a pumpkin guy, I would highly recommend this. This is definitely in season for that kind of stuff. A little bit spice, a little bit of citrus, a little like kind of like fall autumnal kind of thing going on without being a pumpkin beer, right? It doesn't really taste like pumpkin pie, but it tastes more like a fruited, bready, desserty thingy, right? Wow. A lot of complexity. There's way more. A little bit of this kind of like caramelized sugar thing going on. A little bit of molasses. Beautifully dry. Love the carb. Again, mention that again. 8.2%. I really wish it wasn't that high of ABV. Like at 6, this would be killer, but 8, you gotta be careful. And man, so freaking watch. You guys know me. I take small sips. That's the entire bottle. I just smashed like almost. And the thing is, these are not 12-ounce bottles, right? Yeah, no, 12 ounce. Okay, 12 ounce. Because this is a format that the Belgians do. They do like 330 ml or something like that. So it's like 11.2 ounces. But this is actually 12 ounce in that kind of format for the Belgian beers. Oh, yeah, so good. Spice forward, fruit forward. It's a little bit exaggerated for your classic kind of Belgian. Like if you're like a Rochefort lover or like Rochefort 6 and like a Dubbel lover, like classically Belgian, it's a little too exaggerated. It's a little too fruity. It's a little too like spice forward. It's, you know, a little too much oomph. It doesn't have as much levity and nuance. Like those beers are just like, you know, a little bit like gentle. This is a little bit more punchy and forward, which I sort of like. It's nice. Like but it has that kind of dryness and the carb and all that beautiful stuff, right? So for me, that's delicious. Not a big Dubbel guy, but wow, this does a great job at selling at 8.2%. And I love, honestly, I sort of cool with that kind of like American spin on Dubbel. So what do we give this guy? It's very good. I love how dry it is. Very dry. Let's go with solid. No, not big. 90. 93. Bang. That's a really good beer. Is my bias pushing me down a bit? 93 is great. Whatever. 93. 93 coming to my mind. Abbey Ale from Ommegang. Absolutely delicious. Super happy to have. I think I have like half a case. Cheers later.